Aloha, beautiful souls. In this pick a card tarot reading, we are going to channel your future spouse and see how they describe you to their friends. Okay, so we have three hearts here as options. We have this first heart here to find out how your future spouse describes you to their friends. We have this second heart here. And last but not least, this third heart. So go ahead and close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, meditate and focus in on your future spouse's energy. And whenever you're ready, go ahead, open your eyes and pick one of these hearts. And you'll see down below are the timestamps to go to your reading to find out how your future spouse describes you to their friends. I'll see you there. Hey there, Star Fam! Welcome back to another reading here at Transform with Ryan. And for those of you that were drawn to this pink heart right here, welcome to your reading. Let me know where you're tuning in from in the comments below. So let's just put this up here for now, and we're going to just get some words and phrases that they actually say to their friends about you. Okay, so there we go. And let's do one more. And then we're going to, okay, never mind. We're not doing one more. We're doing a handful more. So let's kind of take a look at this. And then we're going to pull some cards to kind of take a look at their feelings, maybe more specifics on what they say to kind of give some more detailed information about these. So I'm so happy we met. Okay, sweet. They're so glad that your paths cross. I'm glad that happened. Ooh, so I feel like there's almost this serendipity and fate kind of essence coming through from them. I have nothing else to say, so they're very clear, they're very concise. I get the sense that they're not super duper chatty overall, and they just say what they have to say. They're very succinct with what they have to share. I don't know yet, so I'm getting the sense that they're definitely in the moment and they're just kind of soaking in all that joy and happiness and love that they're experiencing upon meeting you, and they're not, trying to think too far ahead in the future. I need help. Ooh. I'm getting that they feel like they want to impress you and they don't want to mess it up. So they're probably asking their friends for some advice and like, oh, what should I say back to them? Where should I take them out on my date? Like, kind of those kinds of things. And then we have here, there's someone else involved. Oh my gosh. So maybe they're a little bit worried when they first meet you that it's like, oh, are you interested in someone else? Have you been dating someone else? Or are you, maybe they met you on a dating app or a dating website, and so they're wondering like, oh, maybe you are dating other people and you're just kind of meeting people at this point. You're not really looking to commit to something, even though that could be exactly how they're feeling, once they meet you, that they feel like, hey, I really like you. I'm feeling your vibe. And there could be that type of person that focuses on one individual at a time when it comes to dating, when it comes to romance. They don't have that capacity to date multiple people at once. And I'm not, the first thing that kind of came to me, but I knew this was my ego mind, is like player. They're not a player. It's not that. And people who date multiple people at a time, they're not necessarily players either. Okay. Especially if the relationship is new, when it's fresh. Okay. Like, I know for myself, when I was on dating apps, sometimes I would have several guys messaging me at once and I would just line up dates. Like for the weekend, I'd go out with one guy on Friday night, I'd have, coffee with some guy on Saturday, and then go have lunch with someone on Sunday. And I haven't met any of them in person. I was just like chatting with them, all right? And then, I go on my dates, and then of course there would be someone that I liked more than the others, and there would be someone that I definitely, didn't feel that connection with. And so that could be the situation here when you all meet, of course, and they're feeling a little bit nervous and apprehensive about it because they're like, I know I have competition because you're super amazing. So how should I play it? Do I play it cool, or do I just let them know right away, like, hey, I'm really feeling you, and I'm not, I don't really date around. I don't date multiple people at once. So it could even be that, and they're definitely asking their friends for advice on it. Oh my gosh, this person sounds super sweet. They sound very genuine as well. I also get the sense that they're that type of person who's very honest with their feelings. Maybe they don't tell everybody what they're feeling right away, but they're honest with themselves, okay? They don't try to pretend to be someone that they're not, okay? Or I'm getting that they don't like to put up a front, like they're that type of person that just doesn't try to play it cool and act like, they're not shook by somebody. Okay, so let's see what else we got going on. What else they be telling their friends, describing about their friends with you. We have cycles, momentum, force, life cycle, stay grounded now, and is this wave. So you really took them by surprise. You hit them like a wave. Oh my God, it's making me think of that Meghan Trainor song. If you've ever heard it, Wave by Meghan Trainor. Divine timing. Oh my gosh, we were just talking about fate. So this person definitely believes in fate. Patience, perseverance, peace, trust that the divine knows when. Marriage. Oh my gosh. Wow. This person has fallen for you and fallen for you hard very early on. But, maybe this person actually, they just know what they want. So marriage, legal partnership, commitment, marital bond, and societal contract. So they definitely see you as somebody that they could be serious with. That's what they're kind of telling their friends. Spring, your love is blooming, your answers arrive in spring. Perfect. So they are really in the feels. They're very happy about your encounter, that your paths have, maybe in their eyes, finally crossed. They've been waiting for you. Yes, the answer to your question is yes. Oh my gosh. So you are a big fat yes to them. They have no doubt, no hesitations about who you are to them and the potential that you have. Again, this is your future spouse we're talking about anyway. So in their mind, they're like, for sure, this is someone that I would like to spend the rest of my life with. That I have no doubts about. It's like what I'm getting here with this spring too is you've really transformed their life. What I'm getting is, maybe they were sort of in this like winter when it came to their heart and love. They could even have been like, maybe they weren't really into dating. Maybe they had even given up on love. Who knows? Until they met you. And now like love is blossoming in their life again. They see this fresh beginning, this fresh start. And it's like, hey, I thought this wasn't going to work out. Maybe they thought they weren't ever going to get married. And then they met you and it's like, oh my gosh, this is the person I've been waiting for my whole life. So they're kind of sharing these thoughts with their friends that you've warmed up their soul, warmed up their hearts. You've gotten them to see a whole different path and trajectory for their life. And your meeting came as such a surprise, but they're so glad it happened. They're so happy that you both met. Oh my gosh. So they are just kind of gushing about you. I love that. I love that. Let's see, like, specifically, is there like specific things too that they have to say about your meeting, about you in particular, like fond memories they have of your time together before marriage, that kind of thing? And also, what I'm tuning into is like some of the messages coming through are going to be also after the fact, right? After you're married. Some of these things are like coming through as like before your marriage, right? But I feel like with this next wave of cards, it's going to let us know a little bit about what they say about you after you're married. So after you've been married. Interesting that kind of clarification came through from Spirit here. All right, so we have Eight of Wands, the Hermit, Ten of Coins, Five of Coins. Actually, let me move this deck over here. Page of Cups, and the Chariot. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so what I'm definitely seeing here is that your future spouse, um, they definitely feel that sense of speed coming through. Like they tell their friends, like, oh my gosh, I never thought I would fall in love so fast, or like know right away that you were the one for them. That kind of shocked them a little bit, actually, at how fast that they felt comfortable with you. They felt like this was a perfect match. Maybe the engagement and the marriage was even fast, by modern standards. Some people, whatever, they wait like a couple years before they get married. But this looks like this marriage is going to happen real quick here. What I'm also getting is that they feel very comfortable around you. With the Hermit here and the Five of Coins, what I'm seeing is they specifically mention that there's always, well, not always, but they could experience a very comfortable silence in your presence. You know how some people, they're not comfortable with silence and they feel like they need to fill that silence with music, with conversation, whatever. This person, like, they're really glad that that's not the case with you. Again, I'm getting what we said earlier. This person probably is not like a chatty Cathy kind of energy, okay? This person also feels very safe around you and feels safe to be vulnerable. What I'm getting is they never feel like you would abandon them or hang them out to dry or leave them out in the cold. Like, you will always be there for them. You always have their back. Also, what I'm getting is you can definitely provide for them. We have the Page of Cups, the Ten of Coins, and what I'm getting is like you really provide that emotional support, but also that sort of financial and physical support. It could be that maybe you earn more money than them, of course, that could be an outcome or a circumstance, but it could also be simply that you make good food. The house is always clean when you're around. And the home feels warm, the home feels safe, the home feels cozy, it feels like a sanctuary. Okay, it could even be that. Or it could be that, you both equally carry the weight when it comes to finances and bills and financial responsibilities in your relationship. So they feel that with you. You have this bunny here, which is classically a animal that's classified as a prey. And so they can be that vulnerable, safe bunny with you because they know you wouldn't like hurt them or harm them. And I sense that's very key about what drove them to marry you. Okay, is that they feel safe with you. And I'm getting strong intuitive hits that they never felt safe in previous relationships. And it could even be that they were betrayed by a former lover. And that really put their guard up and put these walls up around them. And they could let it all down with you. They definitely like their alone time, but they also like alone time with you. I'm getting the sense too that, this is very interesting. Their friends, maybe they like to do things together. Maybe like to do like double dates, triple dates. They like to have like host dinners, go on trips together, things like that. And your friend is a little bit more of the loner in the group. Like, they're not necessarily that person that is all about group activities, okay? They prefer to spend their time doing their own thing, but they also prefer their alone time with you. They don't necessarily want to always be hanging out with friends when you're together, okay? I know some people really enjoy that. Some people like that, like group activities, but your future spouse is really not that person. And they're also, what I'm getting, they're pretty protective about your time together, versus your time, interacting with the public and your circle of friends and your family, if you will, okay? They like that balance. With the 10 of coins, definitely they would like to have a family with you. That's a big part of it. They see you two having a family together, raising children together, whether that's, biological children, adopted children, or your furry kids, right? Dogs, cats, whatever the case may be for you. That's definitely what I'm seeing here. I'm also getting this energy of sharing. Like they like to share everything with you. They feel like there's no secrets between the two of you. And so they tell their friends, like, oh my gosh, we have a very open and honest relationship. We don't hide anything from each other. They definitely also think about experiencing new things with you. Perhaps that could be traveling, going to new places, visiting new countries, that kind of thing is a big thing. And here definitely everything seems clearer to them with you in the picture. Okay, the path forward, what they want in life, you're an integral part of that, and you give them that clarity. Okay, it's kind of like you're the anchor, that rock. Things just make sense with you. Now, let's see what this card here says. It's kind of like a bonus message, all right? It says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So definitely this person treasures the memories that you have with each other, more on the time and the quality of your life together versus the quantity. So I don't get the sense that this person is super like money hungry, materialistic, nothing like that. They really focus on how you make them feel and the memories you create that create even more feelings within them. Oh, so sweet. So those are some of the things that your future spouse shares and describes about your relationship to their friends. Thank you so much for tuning into your reading today, Star Fam. Make sure to like and comment down below what you are calling in from your reading today so that you can begin that manifestation pathway to make it a reality. And of course, feel free to share this video with others and subscribe to this channel. Now, I'd like to extend a very special invitation to go beyond a general tarot reading. Specifically, if you are looking to align with your purpose and learn how to achieve your goals. So go down to the description box below and book that energy alignment session with me. And on that call, we will create that personalized roadmap for you to align with your purpose and achieve your goals. Now, I look forward to connecting with you, but until next time, sending you all so much love and cosmic hugs. Bye. Hey there, Star Fam. Welcome back to another reading here at Transform with Ryan. And today we are going to find out more about your future spouse, specifically how your future spouse describes you to their friends. Now, let me know where you at for those of you that chose this second card here with these lovely orange and yellow colors. Now, in the first reading, we actually got some messages about how they described you to their friends before you got married, but also after. So I'm guessing that's also the flow and the energy of what we're gonna get in your reading. So are you ready? Let's get into it. Okay, oh my gosh. So let's just get those out of there because those are ready to come out. So this part was sort of like when they first meet you, like how they describe you to their friends and like meeting you and stuff like that. So let's see what we got coming through. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so let's put this here. It was love at first sight. Oh, dang. Okay, you was really inspiring them. I would do anything for you. Oh my gosh. I feel like those are totally lyrics to a song. I think like a Backstreet Boys song, if any of you know who the Backstreet Boys are. I am so confused. Aha, aha. This definitely took them by surprise, the lengths that they would go for you and like how willing they are to do anything for you and this love at first sight. I'm guessing that's not their usual MO. I'm not thinking clearly. Oh, snap. So you are definitely confusing. Like you kind of bamboozled them. This intense emotional response that they have to you is really like shocking them. I can see a future with you. Okay, so already early on in the relationship, they can see that you're special, that you're different from anyone they've dated or known before. Let's move in together. Oh my gosh, wow, they are really pedal to the metal kind of crew here. So that's why I'm not thinking clearly. I'm so confused. It's because their love and their passion for you, this love at first sight thing, is just like, sometimes when people fall in love, they don't be thinking right. Or, let me take that back. They just don't behave in the way they normally behave, and they kind of go against their typical patterns, their typical behavior. So you've definitely cast a spell on them and made it so that they are thinking new thoughts when it comes to love and romance and relationship. They definitely want you close to them with this let's move in together. It's like I'm hearing that they want to fall asleep with you, in their arms, or to have you embracing them, right? The last thing they want to see when they close their eyes at night is you, and the first thing they want to see when they open their eyes in the morning is you. So they're super, super into you. And it got them all kinds of like, oh my gosh, I never thought I would be that lovesick fool. Or that like, that person like in the cartoons that has like hearts in their eyes, right? I'm hearing that that's not the type of person they ever were before they met you, and they never thought that they would be that person. But I guess, when you're in love, you're in love. When you meet the one, it's like a game changer, all the rules, all the expectations go out the window. Okay, let's see what else they say. Community, friendship, fun, a light heart, enjoy downtime with friends and family. So I'm getting the sense that they believe, you would get along with their friends. They feel like you fit right in with their community. It's like what I'm hearing is they tell their friends, before they met you, or before you meet their friends, it's kind of like, oh, you're gonna love so and so. They're gonna fit right in. They're so similar. They have the same interests, same hobbies, same sense of humor, like whatever the case may be, right? Hesitation, past heartbreak, broken trust, afraid to move forward. Oh, interesting, interesting. Inner child, playful, happy, enjoy the present moment, live to the fullest. Beliefs. Oh, this is interesting. I've never seen this card come out before. Similar or clashing belief systems can bring you together or keep you apart. Masculine, your divine masculine, your twin or soulmate seeking you. Wow, so they definitely be telling their friends, whatever term they like, twin flame, soulmate, that you are that person for them. They definitely share that with their friends. I'm getting the sense too. So this is about that similarity. Like you're gonna fit right in. You share a lot of the values and the belief systems that your future spouse and your friends have as well. So there's definitely this energy of like, oh my gosh, you are going to be such a welcome addition to the family, the crew. They see you. Sometimes when people meet someone, obviously their first priority is like, how do you fit into my life? How do we work together, right? But this person, your future spouse, also takes it to the next level. Like, how do you fit in my world, in my family, in my circle of friends, right? How do you fit into that? So it's not just like, how do you and I fit together? It's like, how do you fit in my world? Which includes family, friends, workplace, goals, dreams, ambitions, that kind of thing. And they feel like you're right in line with it. And they definitely share that with their friends as well. It's like what I'm sensing is there's not it's almost like there's very little arguments between the two of you. Okay, it's like things just click. You're on the same wavelength, you have the same vibe, and that's what they share with their friends. Because here, they definitely they thought they met the one before you, and that led to heartbreak, broken trust, of course, and it did a number on them. And I think they were really hesitant to kind of get back into the game here, the dating game, the love game. Until they met you and they were like, oh snap. They're probably in this energy of like heartbreak, trauma, sadness, distrust. And then they met you and it's like, hold on. They thought that they weren't thinking clearly because they started thinking differently when you showed up in the picture. Okay. Um, I'm also seeing too, they have a lot of fun with you with this inner child. They have a lot of fun with you. You make them laugh. That's a big thing. So they definitely share with their friends, like you make them laugh, you make them smile, you bring them out of this energy of sadness and grief. In fact, what I'm hearing is you're a big part of the process to helping them let go of the past heartbreak, the past trauma. You get them to open up and be able to trust again, believe in love again, believe in someone again, okay? That they can trust another person with their heart. That's what I'm getting for sure. I'm also seeing that there's a lot of water here, okay? And the water looks very calm and peaceful. I mean, look at this. This looks like a reflection, like a perfect reflection of the mountain range and the dock and stuff like that. So what I'm getting is you really bring that peace. They feel so peaceful and at ease around you. They feel comfortable around you. And that's like big to them. Big, big, big. Oh, and even here, so this almost very much looks to me like a sunset time frame, and so does this sunset. And so what I'm seeing too is I see a fresh start, a new beginning with you, like leaving the past behind. That's what I'm getting here. It's like they see that it's like the closing of one chapter of their life and this new chapter beginning with you in it now that you've met. Oh, that is so sweet. Okay, so this is going to tell us more about, like, after you're married. What do they tell their friends now? Or maybe what do they continue to say? So this is like right when you meet. This is sort of like as you're getting to know each other, as you're getting ready to be introduced to their friends, like that kind of thing. And then this is like, after you have met their friends, of course, and gotten married, that kind of thing. Like, what do they continue to say now that you two are married? Okay? Or maybe they say new things. So let's see. Let's find out together. These cards are like super sturdy. Okay, we have for you 6 of coins, 9 of swords, Page of swords, 10 of coins, wow, the Empress, and the Emperor. Ooh, oh my gosh. It's so cool that the Emperor and the Empress both came out here at the end next to this, soulmate twin flame situation. So they definitely are feeling this is a divine partnership, divine union. It's like the puzzles fit together perfectly, okay? Because this divine masculine, this divine feminine energy coming together brings this energy of wholeness to your relationship. It's like, the sense of like, oh, we complete each other kind of idea, right? That's so popular with love. That's how they feel about you. Ooh, snap. Definitely with this, family is a big thing for them. They see you, the two of you growing old together, creating that life, building that life together with children. Okay, again, whether that's biological, adopted, or your fur babies, right? Dogs, cats, gerbils, whatever the case may be. They see that with you. They definitely say their life feels so complete now that you're in it, now that you're married. It also, what I'm getting is it feels very traditional to them. Okay, the sort of that traditional life path that a lot of people are raised to sort of imprint in their mind, where it's like, okay, you're young, you party, you have fun, you go to school, then you meet someone, you get married, you buy a house, you have kids, you raise the kids, you retire together, you grow old together, right? Like that sort of trajectory. I'm getting the sense that they're very traditional in that way, and they feel like, things are in alignment. Things are like the way they're supposed to be here, okay? Especially here, the focus on this image for sure is like growing old together. That their love is long lasting, okay? That their love is stable, but it also kind of continues to grow. It continues to feel nourished as you spend year after year together. Now, what do we have here with the Page of Swords, Nine of Swords, and Six of Coins? So here with this Page of Swords, Nine of Swords, Six of Coins, what I'm getting here, now that this is kind of in proximity to hesitation, like you help them feel calm, of course, right? You help them start to shift past the heartbreak and the broken trust. But there are going to be times when you're together where they're kind of reminded of that. Or maybe there's something that gets triggered in their life and they start to have doubts or worries. But thankfully, you are there and I'm getting that you can notice it, right? You notice when they're starting to get anxious or worried about something, and you really calm them down. Okay, what I'm seeing here is, this old woman she's opening up this basket so that this insect can come out and can kind of like hang out with these other insects kinds of thing, right? So there's this freedom, this liberation. And so that's what you do when they get trapped. So like the lid is on the cover here. When they get trapped within any energies from the past that haven't fully healed or fully mended, or even what I'm seeing here, even if they get worried about the future, right? So maybe past events that they remember, they're worried that it'll happen again in the future. Okay, makes sense? So whenever they get too in their head and worry too much or become anxious or become triggered, you're there to sort of get them free from their thoughts that are trapping them in this energy, and you kind of bring them back to themselves, and you bring them back to their network, their community. Okay, you help them realize like, hey, you have family that cares about you, you have friends that care about you, I care about you. And so you don't have to do anything alone. Like, we're here for you. No one's going to abandon you. No one's going to leave you behind. Okay, not like what happened in the past. We are here together. We're in this together for life. I mean, hey, that's why we're married, right? That's what I'm hearing is what they're passing on to you, and or what you pass on to them, and what you do for them is you kind of bring them back to that calmness. Okay? I'm getting that, here I'm not thinking clearly. I am so confused. I'm hearing that they're an overthinker, and you help them kind of work around that and help calm their mind, calm their emotions, calm their thoughts down. And they're really, really grateful for that. So they share that with their friends, of course. Now, here with the Page of Swords, I'm hearing that this is a little bit different than what we've been talking about. It's sort of like along a different vein. But what I'm hearing is that they definitely tell their friends that you're super curious, you ask a lot of questions, that you can be a bit chatty, right? And you do love conversation. That's what I'm hearing. And you also like to learn new things. So that's what they share to their friends about you. It's like personality-wise. You love to chat. You love to learn things. You like to get to know people. And like you talk really fast is also what I'm hearing with like, look at how these clouds are. Okay. It's like this breeze and it's like even rustling the leaves in the tree and the branches here so that you talk really really fast, and sometimes they have to tell you to slow down because they can't keep up with your thought process and the questions and the things that you're asking them. So super duper cute here, super duper cute. Now let's take a look at this last little message here. This is kind of like a bonus thing. So, playfulness. Oh my gosh, right there with inner child. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. Oh, so you definitely heal the past traumas and the hurts. You bring that fun and laughter into their life so that they can, begin to come out of any limiting thoughts and, ruminating, anxiety provoking thoughts. So you really do that for them. Oh, so this is so beautiful to hear how your future spouse describes you to their friends. Thank you so much for tuning into your reading today, Star Fam. Make sure to like and comment down below what you are calling in from your reading today so that you can begin that manifestation pathway to make it a reality. And of course, feel free to share this video with others and subscribe to this channel. Now, I'd like to extend a very special invitation to go beyond a general tarot reading. Specifically, if you are looking to align with your purpose and learn how to achieve your goals. So go down to the description box below and book that energy alignment session with me. And on that call, we will create that personalized roadmap for you to align with your purpose and achieve your goals. Now, I look forward to connecting with you, but until next time, sending you all so much love and cosmic hugs. Bye. Hey there, Star Fam! Welcome to another reading here at Transform with Ryan. And today, of course, we're looking at your future spouse. We're going to see how they describe you to their friends. So for those of you drawn to this third heart right here, let me know where you at down in the comments below. Why don't we get into your reading? So the way that this kind of like played out in the previous readings is, it's about how your future spouse describes you to their friends, like once you first met, kind of like as you're dating, and then after you're married, okay? Like how they continue to describe you or how they describe you differently, perhaps, after you have been married. So we're kind of going through that journey here from first meeting to dating to now married. All right, so let's kind of see the first things that they say after your first date, after your first meeting to their friends. Okay, that was kind of too much, so we won't take that. Okay, Spirit says take that one. And okay, this one too, because that was faced differently. Okay, so there's that. Okay, let's get a couple more, Spirit. Can we get a couple more out here? Okay, I feel like that one was trying to escape. And then last one. Let's see what we got for you. Okay, this white one. All right, so we have I can't stop thinking about you. Ooh, so you left quite an impression on your first date, your first outing. I feel so connected to you. I wish I could take it back. Oh, interesting. Actually, with this one, with this, it's what I'm actually hearing from Spirit is there's a slight correction to this. Is I wish I could go back, meaning they want to kind of relive your first date. It's like they feel like it ended too soon and they didn't want the night to end. They didn't want the day to end. They still wanted to be with you. But of course, you probably had to part ways on this first date and go back to your respective homes or whatever until you can set up your next meeting kind of thing. So they were definitely telling their friends all of this stuff, that they felt really connected to you. They can't get you out of their head, and they can't wait to be with you again, like have that follow-up date with you. So the ball is in your court. I'm so happy we met. And what is it that you want? Okay, so what they're definitely kind of sharing with their friends is like they know where they stand with you. Um, and it's very strong, okay, to them from their perspective. They feel very, very strongly towards you on your first date, but they're worried that they don't want to come off too strong, too desperate, too clingy, okay? That's why they're kind of telling their friends, like, okay, I'm going to let the ball be in their court for now, just to make sure the interest is mutual, just to make sure I'm not overcrowding them because, I don't want to scare them off, scare them away. And they want to make sure that they know what you want and they understand what you want so that they can kind of match it, okay? Because it looks like they do feel quite deeply about you. All right. And they just want to make sure you feel the same way before they continue to make a move. What I'm hearing here is that they're not entirely sure if the interest is A, mutual, B, at the same level. Okay. So that's why they want to kind of let you take the next step. And they want to understand more clearly what it is that you want, all right? So they don't overstep any boundaries that you may have. All right, so let's kind of see what they say or how they describe you to their friends once you've been dating for a while. You know what I'm hearing too as I'm shuffling? They definitely would say to your friends that you are someone that's very well put together, that you are someone that, you're not a hot mess. You're in a good spot in your life. Okay? That you feel empowered, you know your identity, you know who you are, you know what you want. I'm hearing that their impression of you is that you have all of that clarity, okay? And so that's why it's so important for them as they're talking to their friends, like, you have it together, and you're at a good place in life. And so it's like, okay, let me know how I can fit into your life then, okay? Because they see that power that you have. You're very empowered. You know what you want. You have a lot of clarity. Okay, so that's kind of what they tell their friends in the beginning. So we have cycles, momentum, force, life cycle, stay grounded in the now, union, reconciliation, eternal love, your time has come, creativity, inspiration, productivity, creation, bring out the greatness within, receive, open-minded, abundant, ready, it's your time to receive, hidden path, detour, slow down, explore, go in a new direction. Wow, okay, this is kind of going to be interesting to explore as we move forward with the reading. But so after you've been dating for a while, what I'm seeing here is that, more and more, their earlier attraction to you is growing into something more substantial. All right. What I'm hearing they tell their friends is kind of like, as you're dating, they're like, hey, I definitely have this idea that I want to spend my life with this person. Okay. That's kind of where they're at. With this, what I'm seeing here is they acknowledge what a go-getter you are, how independent you are. Oh, that's a good word. That's a good word, actually. They definitely describe you to their friends as independent, okay, and driven. And what they really kind of share with their friends is like, I wish that at times you were less independent and you would be more open to receiving. Because what I'm getting is your future spouse wants to give you things, wants to take care of you, wants to do things for you, but you're just so used to maybe being independent and taking care of things on your own. You kind of take care of things before they have the opportunity to do things for you. Maybe you can even be a bit, standoffish, or maybe you kind of push those gestures away. You're maybe that kind of person who's like, oh no, don't worry, I got it. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Don't worry, it's nothing I can't handle, right? Do you ever say things like that? I wonder. So your future spouse definitely notices that, and they have to think of creative ways to make sure that you receive as well, because you give so much to others. and you're so independent, and so they have to get creative, like, they have to sneak things in to take care of stuff for you, before you have the chance to do it. So it's almost like they have to try to be one step ahead of you and anticipate what you're going to need before you even know what you need. Oh, that's that hidden path here. Okay, that's part of it. They have to explore these things that are not seen or not yet known, so that they can offer their love and support for you, in a way that you can receive it, because it's already been taken care of, and you're not very wasteful. So it's like, okay, I already made you this meal, or I already took care of the plane ticket, or I already took care of the hotel because I knew that's what we're gonna need, and so I already did it. I kind of like beat you to it. It's kind of like this race between the two of you. It's so cute. It's kind of funny. Um, because it's like, in my head, it's like, you don't want to inconvenience everybody, but everybody wants to help you and nurture and nourish you. So it's like this cute dynamic here, where everyone's really just trying to do the best for other people in their own way. What I'm hearing too is, it says slow down and explore. Your future spouse definitely sees that you move fast, you get things done fast. Again, go getter, action taker kind of energy. And your future spouse, as you're dating, they try to help you relax, slow down a little bit. Take the time to enjoy your success, your wins, the fruits of your labor, right? I'm hearing that they're definitely the ones that suggest weekend getaways, little trips and vacations. It sounds like you're not the one that has that on your mind per se. And so your future spouse, is the one that really thinks about that for you. It's like, hey, you've been working really hard. Why don't we take a long weekend out of town in a couple of weeks, or next weekend? That's kind of their mindset for you. Or, hey, you've had a very long day. Let me take your phone and your laptop away. Let's shut it down for now and just enjoy a nice, peaceful meal together. Or let's just pause for a second and let's watch a TV show together, or a movie. Okay, let's just take a break so that you can feel refreshed when you get back into work. Like, that's the kind of energy your future spouse has. And so they definitely tell your friends like how hard you work and how accomplished you are, how successful you are, and how, I'm hearing that they tell their friends about the little vacations they have planned for you, and like the dinners and the movies, whatever, these breaks that they feel you need to take on a regular basis, so that so you don't burn yourself out. They talk to their friends about that with you. It's kind of like, oh, next weekend I plan on taking, so my baby, my boyfriend, my girlfriend to this place, or I'm gonna cook dinner. I'm gonna cook this meal for my boyfriend, my girlfriend. Like, right? They kind of like do that thing with you. So cute. Okay, so let's kind of see what they say to their friends after you both get married. So star, cute. 9 of Wands. 6 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and 10 of Wands. Oh my gosh. So you have 2 9s, 2 10s. So what that is saying, kind of like in the big picture here, what that is saying is that they definitely feel this sense of completion with you, right? And this sense of fulfillment with you. And also, they're open and ready for whatever the future has to hold for the two of you together. All right. So that's kind of how they see it, after your marriage. It's like, officially, legally, you're married. So that task has been completed. That task has been fulfilled. And so they're very much like, what next? Like, the world is our oyster. Like, even though we've been together for a while now and we've gotten into a groove of things, we have a good flow there. I know our relationship will grow and evolve, and new things will happen. There's going to be new ways of doing things as we get older, as we go through different life events together, right? So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. and they're definitely along for the ride with you. That's what I'm seeing here. They're ready to go to these uncharted new experiences with you at their side. Um, Now, real quick, this star card, basically they're telling their friends, like, you're their dream come true. You're what they've wished for in their life, and they're very happy to be with you. Now, what's so interesting is the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Some of the imagery here can be a little bit disconcerting, right? Um, so, what I'm sensing here is that they definitely um, talk to their friends about whatever disagreements or arguments that you two have together. Okay, it's part of their process for release and coming to terms with everything. Now, it's not that they paint you in a negative light to their friends, so they're not putting you down, or saying like bad words about you to their friends. It's just more like, oh, today, we had this big fight about where we're gonna go on vacation next, or we had this big fight over dinner about, again, I told them like, hey, time to slow down, take a break, and they didn't want to, and so we got in an argument about it. So they say more of the facts, like what happened, um, not so much like how they felt about it. Like like I said, they don't put you down. Like they don't say call you out by name, to their friends. It's not that, but they do need to vent. They do need to release some of their frustrations, because what I'm getting is, again, they are trying to help you. They're trying to do things for you and keep you balanced, because they feel like that's their role. But sometimes you're just not super receptive. Like when you're really into something, when you're really focused, when you're in your peak sort of flow, you kind of don't want to step away. And they can be maybe a bit pushy, right? They're the ones that force you to take a break, force you to take a time out. And sometimes you're just not having it. Like you don't want to. Um, no matter what their reason may be, no matter how your body may be feeling, like you're that person that really pushes through the finish line despite whatever fatigue you may be experiencing. I also hear that you're that type of person that could definitely work through your lunch break, okay? And so that can be a source of constant disagreement, between the two of you. And what I'm seeing, okay, this might be a little bit tough to swallow, so brace yourself, okay? What I'm seeing is that sometimes they feel a bit neglected, okay? Because they do put a lot of love and care into making sure you're taken care of and you're provided for, and not just monetary, material ways, right? But like make sure you eat, make sure you sleep well, make sure you have a chance to rest, take a break from it all, refresh yourself, rejuvenate. And they sometimes feel a bit taken for granted, is what I'm hearing with these cards here. And they feel a bit trapped sometimes in this cycle. And sometimes they wish they didn't have to push you so hard to take a break, or wish you weren't so resistant to it, is kind of where they're coming from here. I mean, it's really, they just worry about you a lot. What I'm sensing is they've definitely seen people who have worked so hard that their health suffers. What I'm hearing is that this makes sense with this Ten of Wands, with this skull, is like maybe they know someone in their life, most likely a parent or another adult figure when they were a child, where it's like they put their work first before everything else. And now as they've gotten older, it's like maybe they have heart disease, maybe they have diabetes, those kind of health outcomes when you push your body too hard, and they don't want that for you. Okay, they don't want you to get burned out or overwhelmed, or they don't want your body to take a beating when you're young and have really big consequences when you get older. Okay, they don't want to see that for you, and that's a bit part of their stress and their worry and their vigilance, why they keep looking out for you. And what I'm getting is sort of like, it's like you feel like they're helicopter parenting you, right? Is how you feel. It's like, gosh, you're like constantly in my space, constantly worrying about me, constantly hanging over me, like give me some room, right? and maybe you feel like they're micromanaging you. And again, it's coming from a good place. It's just they don't want your health to suffer because of how dedicated you are to your work. Oh, this person is so sweet. They're so caring. So, don't hold it against them, loves. Don't hold it against them. Remember, like, they love you. At the end of the day, they love you. So, whenever you feel like you're butting heads, like, take a step back and see, like, okay, what is the loving motivation? What is the loving reason behind their actions? Okay? So I think that will serve your relationship quite well if you're open to receiving that piece of advice and wisdom from spirits. So, that is your reading, my loves. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning into your reading today, Star Fam. Make sure to like and comment down below what you are calling in from your reading today so that you can begin that manifestation pathway to make it a reality. And of course, feel free to share this video with others and subscribe to this channel. Now, I'd like to extend a very special invitation to go beyond a general tarot reading. Specifically, if you are looking to align with your purpose and learn how to achieve your goals. So go down to the description box below and book that energy alignment session with me. And on that call, we will create that personalized roadmap for you to align with your purpose and achieve your goals. Now, I look forward to connecting with you, but until next time, sending you all so much love and cosmic hugs. Bye.